All right. Hello, hello, hello. It is Tuesday. We do this Leader Zoom every Tuesday. So excited that you're here. Even if you're just watching the recording, we're excited for you as well. We have right now a September to Remember boot camp going on. And honestly, it's called a boot camp, but it's not as intense as it sounds. But oh my gosh, the tips, tricks, nuggets, reminders, whatever you want to call it, have been amazing. We're only 17 days in, and I will encourage you, we're doing this for the whole month. I will encourage you that if you haven't started yet, please don't feel like, oh, I can't, I'm so behind. I can't get started. Just start. Okay. Just start somewhere. Click the videos. We are getting something set up in there where we're going to have threads of all the extras and scripts and worksheets and all that have been posted so that they're not lost. So lots of things that you would be able to continue to run your business. But I wanted to grab these legs, and I know if there's a couple of you on that maybe didn't get my memo about, hey, if you're doing this and you want to share, please drop it in the chat and I'll come in and ask you questions after these ladies share. So I want to start with my own personal testimony. So I've been here for 10 and a half years. I feel like I've done all the things and I've really accomplished a lot with our team and with our business and for my family. But life happens. And here's the thing, 10 and a half years in, y'all, like, you can miss some learning tricks, learning tips and tricks. You can forget some learning tips and tricks. And something for me in these videos, one, a few things that I've learned, I'm like, ooh, I've never done that. That's a great idea. And then some where it's a great reminder. I'm like, you know what? I used to do that. But somewhere along the way, I stopped doing that or, slowed up on that. So it's been for me a great refresher encouragement to, hey, kick back in, pick up where you left off or what you forgot to do or try this new thing. So I would encourage you, like I said, get in there. Originally I had told everybody start with the first two videos, especially if you were only like 5 days late, whatever, start with the first two videos of Maria, because that would kind of get you started and know what's going on. But honestly, if you haven't watched the videos or you're behind, start with last night. Katie Coberline, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Start with her video because it was just awesome. It was such a great reminder of why did you start this business? And of what you don't have to do or be or look like or all the things. So I would highly, highly, highly encourage you. If you're not in the group, reach out to your leader, your upline. They'll send you the link. They'll get you in the group. There's no prerequisites to get in the group or anything like that. No requirements. But watch that video and then start from there. And if you're within my team and you're not, we have a chat thread where we're kind of just sharing things, the takeaways, the ahas, plus we're doing prizes every day. Plus there's prizes in the September Remember group every day. So wherever you're at in your business, in your journey, you need this. Like, I don't care if you aren't doing crap with your business, then you need this. If you are, I am way above where I need to be. I've earned 10 billion jillion dollars, which nobody has. But so no weird financial claims there. You need this. It doesn't matter where you're at in your business. This has been extremely helpful. So with that, I'm just going to kick it right over to Janelle because she's first on my little screen here. All right. Just kind of tell us, what has this done for your business, watching these videos, doing these tasks? And two, like specific, what are some things that you've oomphed it up with because of that?
Absolutely. So, I mean, number one, I would just say, I mean, as always, the community around here is amazing. And working with these leaders who, like, I know who they are, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I get a little fangirl about it, like if I see them in real life. But getting to work with them and just having like those tips and tricks that are different maybe than ones that I've done for a long time, is really awesome. But like Amber was saying, she has like the chat for all her team people that are on there. And it's just being close to the fire, like hearing all the other people like, oh yeah, this and this was what I took away from it today. Like, because I missed a few days, I'm not gonna lie, kind of got off track. And if I hadn't been in that chat with other people saying, oh yeah, I got off track, but here I am, I'm gonna refocus. It's like, okay, yes, I can refocus and I can jump back in there and not get overwhelmed. But so yeah, I love that aspect of it. But some of the specific things, I just try to take like one little thing from each video. So like I was just re-listening to Leanne and Coop's sampling video, and I love how Leanne does the for every post that you do while you're doing your mini experience, I'll give you $10 up to $50 off. Like, right, of course, that's brilliant, because that's probably a place where I struggle, getting people to post about it and share, because they're not sure, they don't know what they don't know yet. So just grabbing like one little tip from each thing. And I forget the lady's name from the other day, Samantha, I think, that was talking about like mindset and personal growth. This is a personal growth business. And while that's something that I usually tend towards, I've kind of gotten off track just a little bit with that. And it was just that good reminder of like, okay, yeah, I do need to work on that. So yeah, so many good things. And like I said, just being close to the fire, because sometimes not everybody on your team is like going at the same pace that you are. And we still help those people, we still love those people, but just being close to those people that are like moving and stuff is awesome.
Well, I love that because we hear all the time about the community and that is being close to the fire, right? Is like I know some people that have had some leaders leave or had some people under them quit and they're like, I don't have the community. I miss the community. Okay, but we have people in our organization that are locking arms together. Use our group, use me. I will plug you in and you will have that community. So trust me, there is community here. Okay, Joanne, let's kind of flip it back over to you. Are you there? Is it not letting you unmute? Oh,
there we
there
go.
you are.
That's this
Okay.
operator error. So, hi guys. So I was also kind of behind with the push group. Life is crazy. I just love how supportive our team is. So Amber went in and just said, start where you are and then work backwards. So I love that there's no, you never feel too bad about not doing something. But one of my big takeaways, like I am a paper person and I love like all of the great stuff that everybody shares. They don't keep it to themselves. Like I'm going to laminate this. I'm going to have this. All of like the script stuff. I absolutely love that. Another thing that I really loved is a lot of the stuff. I feel like it really like made me feel good because I'm already doing it and just getting a different aspect of maybe different verbiage and stuff like that. But I think the best part was yesterday when I was talking to one of my promoters, and she's new, she just started, and how it was so moving to her and what she was taking away from it and how grateful she was. I think that was like the best.
Okay, I couldn't undo my microphone. Okay, so what has this like encouraged you to do, or what do you think? Like, I'm gonna pull out nitty gritty from you. What I'm like, be more detailed. Come on, Joanne. What do you feel like you're doing more of now, or are you, or what do you have plans to do, or what has been changed since?
For me, just really getting into the messenger. So I never really like went through my stories and messaged people. So I loved that and like the different ways of doing that. and on my regular posts, like I would just go through, like if somebody commented on a Thrive post, I would message them. But just like building those relationships outside of that too. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. And I will say, and I'm going to pull Janelle back in on this because I work with her personally. So I know the things that she's doing. You know, for the last several months, we've talked a lot about bold messages and being in Messenger. And I think that with this September to Remember, I feel like I've seen you personally get finally bolder with the messages. So, like, can you talk on that? Like, what gave you the confidence to go, okay, I'm going to do it?
That's a really good question. I think just having that everyday well, let me back up just a second. So one of the things we often say around here is that if you don't have the confidence yet, can you guys hear me okay? It's like bars out here. One of the things we say, if you don't have the confidence, like borrow that confidence from your upline. So this is like borrowing confidence from like all the uplines, all those sideline sisters that are amazing rock stars. And so it's like, okay, yeah, just go do it. Just go freaking do it. And like I shared a message with Amber this morning of a new promoter I have, and she's so excited. You guys, I got all verklempt about it because she's so excited. She's like, we changed all these things in our life. We left our high stress jobs. We moved to like different place even to like get away from all the stress. We just weren't feeling it. And then enter Thrive, and they're literally just starting their experience and they're so excited, like doing the things again. They just feel good again. So like that's why we share. And that was just from a bold message. I barely knew her, like off of Facebook, and I sent her a bold message and I'm like, hey, I don't know if you want to take a look at this. And she's like, yes, like let's do it. And then she just flipped to promoter because they feel so good. And now she's sharing with other people. So yay, that's borrow other people's confidence.
I love it. I love it. It's that reminder, y'all, that because here's the thing, especially I feel like when we've done this for a while, we forget that we were originally sending the bold messages and we weren't scared because we knew how freaking good we felt and we knew that, oh my gosh, I earned a quick paycheck. How did that happen? So we were running with that. And I think somewhere along the way as you know, you get more into social media and now there's TikTok and there's all the things and you hear and see people trashing people like us, you know, like they're trashing people that are selling online or they're trashing people that are posting about their business. And so then we stop ourselves and go, oh, who thinks that about me? When in reality, those are just hateful people. Like those are just people that need Thrive and bless them. All we can do is pray for them. And not let them change our business or slow us down in our business. Okay. I'm going to, Joanne, if you have anything extra or just to add to that or your favorite videos or anything, go ahead and do that. And I'm going to unmute people if they want to jump in and say anything. And you may have to re-unmute yourself, Joanne, because I may have just muted you when I did that.
All I'm going to say is just do it. Watch the videos. They're amazing. They're going to touch you. Like I was crying. We were laughing. Like they're all just so good. And again, consistency. I just need to touch on yours because people forget that each day we might feel redundant, but might be somebody new listening to it that day. So being consistent, I know that's like always being told to us, but consistent.
Yes.
That's all I got.
And here's the thing on consistency too. If you aren't in a consistent place right now, just start. Okay. Just go make a post. Just go get in your story. Just go get your face and your voice out there. That was something really with Katie last night because I've done this for 10.5 years. I get in my head where I think everybody's heard me. People are sick of my voice. People are sick of my face. And in all reality, I've continued to add people to my social media. So not has heard my story. Not everybody has heard my voice. Not everybody has seen my face. So getting in your stories. If you are someone that struggles with getting in your stories or doing a live video, I challenge you today to go do so. And if you do, if you go do a live, or if you go and you talk live in your stories, I will send you $25 in credits. You just have to send me a message and send me a screenshot that you did it. There's my challenge for today. Okay. So I hope everybody does that and bankrupts my credits. Okay. Let's see. Stephanie, are you where you can unmute and chime in? Okay, yeah, Ashley, send that to me. Okay, I don't think Stephanie can hear me. All right. Ashley, would you like to share really quick? Unmute your phone and let's talk about what you did in your stories. I'm putting you on the spot if you can. Here. We can't hear you. Why is this doing this? Is it not letting you unmute? I'm clicking ask to unmute. Stand by here. Is it working now? I'm gonna make you a co-host then and just see if that works. And I gotta figure out why that's not. Yeah, I have the allow participants to unmute themselves. I don't know why I can't get you to unmute. Oh, she said she thinks it's her settings. I'm like, I've made you a co-host. I've asked to unmute all the things. Okay, well, Ashley went in her stories today and she shared. All right, Janielle, do you have anything left to say? I do want to touch on the $12 off promo. Okay, Ashley said she shared about what Thrive does for her. So yeah, like guys, just go. I love that Katie Muntz said the other day, she's like, if you're just sharing, and let's see what I have here. If you're just sharing, and I'm guilty of this, y'all, from time to time. If you're just sharing a picture in your stories, like good morning of your capsules, what is this? This packet does nothing for somebody else. This picture of this packet, what about this? What is the picture of a packet? Why do they want to order it? Like, but if you say my energy, my mental clarity, my go-to, my jumper cables, can't live without it. Like, even if that's in print and then you're talking about it in your stories, now they're intrigued about what's in the packet and what it could do for them. So like not just a picture of the product, right? Okay. Joanne, yeah, talk about what you do every morning.
So every morning I just get up. I usually take my jumper cables first thing in the morning so they don't see that part, but I'm always making my mix, talking about what I'm putting in it. Talked about payday today, about getting some extra cash. If for some reason I miss my morning, because sometimes I'm traveling or whatever, I then do my nighttime routine. So I'm always live once in my stories every single day. So I sometimes feel like I'm an advertising person, but you know what? This is who I am. Take me, love me, leave me, whatever you want to do, scroll if you don't like it.
Well, and here's the thing, like other people, like other companies, like we're a business. This is our business. We are a business, and social media is our billboard or a magazine ad or, you know, our quick infomercial or whatever. If you're not talking about your business, you're not in business. Your business isn't open. And so like Nike, like look, DSW sends me stuff all the time. Like they don't feel bad that they're in your feed. Freaking Amazon and Lulu's and all the things that are in my feed right now from this weekend, because I was around all my beautifully dressed friends And now all I want to do is shop all week because of all the things that are in my feed. So like, it is what it is. And you have an avenue to be able to reach more people, not just to wear some shoes or a cute dress, but to truly feel good again, to truly be with their family, to be 100% in. You know, I still love all the stories about when I started, the older people that I knew that were like, I can get on the floor and play with my 2-year-old grandchild and actually be able to go work the next day and not be hurting. And I was like, that is awesome. Like it's things like that that remind me why we continue to share. And if you feel like you're a broken record, go back to, what if you weren't thriving? What is your pre-thrive story? And why are you not, why are you always taking these every day? And if you're not always taking these every day, you need to rethink that. And kind of just, I challenge you on that, jump back in. Okay, let's talk about the $12 off promo. It ends today. Please do not think, oh, well, all my customers got the email or all my promoters got the email. Go talk about it. Talk about it. Go live. I'm going to go live in my stories after this. Talk about how on some products, that's even close to a 50% off savings, that's crazy. Talk about how it's $12 off every product, no limit. Because I will tell you, when I first saw the email, I saw it first thing in the morning and my capsules hadn't kicked in. And I thought, okay, $12 off and free shipping. Like I took that as a whole, not $12 off every product. So then when it kicked in, excuse me, but I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is $12 off every product. Like, this is a big deal. And so messaging people yesterday, and then I've got to dig in some more today. I know I missed some people. So don't feel like, well, they all understood it or they all got, like, $12 off every product is the big thing. And then we've also got double triples going on. I think that ends tomorrow, right? Joanne, is that tomorrow? Okay. That ends tomorrow. And are you checking with your current promoters? Can you offer them a special? Right now, I always feel like this is the perfect time for promoter packs, simply because you can, your promoters can turn around and utilize that for samples. Let's go on a sample blitz next week. Like, let's see how many people we can get product in their hand. And go back and watch. There's a couple people now that have already talked about samples. Leanne and Coop were one. I know there was somebody else that talked about samples, might have been Susan. So yeah. And then I will just say, I will encourage you, if you haven't started in September to remember, just go in there. Just go watch a video. Start with a video. And I will tell you too, I think sometimes people limit themselves in their timing and in their head because they think, oh, I have to have the whole hour to get on the Zoom, or I have to have the whole 30 minutes to be able to watch it. So I will tell you, so here's what I've done. Like in the beginning, when we started this business, it was all calls. We didn't have Zoom. we didn't have Facebook Live, y'all. We had to record a video and then go post it. We didn't have stories. We didn't have TikTok. And so I would listen to calls as they came in, or I would listen to recordings. But if it was a 30-minute long call, I would listen for as long as I had. I would listen to 10 minutes and then, get off and come back to it later or whatever. So I would encourage you to do that with these videos. So right now, I am not able to get on every night at 7. And that is okay. So I encourage you, if you're in a space where you're like, I can't watch it live at 7. If you can, please get on, please do so. Please, show that support to the person that evening. But if you can't, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. When can you? So if it's like, well, I can watch it as I'm going to bed at 9 o'clock, or I can watch it first thing in the morning. So for me, if I'm not able to get on at 7, I've made the commitment to myself that I'm going to watch it first thing in the morning. So I watch it in the morning when I'm washing my face, when I'm brushing my teeth, when I'm making my shake. I'm just carrying the phone with me and I'm listening as if it were a speaker call. So remember, you don't have to just sit and watch. Okay. Like these are mobile. This morning, I actually had my computer because I had started Katie's video on my computer because I was answering messages on my phone. Because it's really hard because of the way Facebook is. You can't answer messages on your phone while you're watching the live. So I was like, that was really a struggle for me this last week. So I put it on my computer. Well, then I was like, I gotta go make my shake. So here I am, I'm carrying my computer into the kitchen. Like as if it were my phone, I just carried it, I set it down. Like it wasn't something that I had to overthink or, well, I'll just watch this and then I'll go make my shake or then I'll go pull out the laundry. No, like work this into your life, into your nooks and crannies. And whatever that means for you to be able to go do that. And so that's what I've been doing. That has been so helpful for me to remember. I don't have to be like, okay, I got to be sitting at my desk for 30 minutes. Like I can listen and do this. And what's really cool is you can rewind the video. So if there's something that, stood out that you're like, ooh, I need to write that down, go back, rewind, go write it down. These are just things I'm just sharing with you, things that I've learned along the way on how to continue to grow this business and live a crazy busy life and be present for your family and be able to multitask and do the things. Okay. Let's see what else is in the chat. Janelle and Joanne, if y'all have anything to pipe in, go right ahead. Amanda says every morning first thing she grabs her Thrive and is in her stories. I love it. I love it. And remember, so here's what's really cool. Stories, if you're not in at 6 a.m., if you get up and you don't talk about your capsules at 6 a.m., it's okay. You can go back and you could talk about them at 10 a.m. Be like, I took these this morning. Like, it's okay if you spaced the picture or the live or anything first thing, right? That's what's really cool about stories is it can be a day behind.
And just do it. Just do it. Like, especially with stories, like they don't usually have a timestamp on them. So just do it. And just do the dang thing. Like stop overthinking. Like Amber knows I am the queen of overthinking. But just do it. But holding yourself back, just quit overthinking it, just send the message. Because what if what if they need what you have? So stop thinking of yourself.
Yes. That's it. Stop being selfish. And I say that with all the love in my heart. But if you're not sharing because you're worried about what somebody's going to think about you, you are being selfish and not sharing with them and putting them first. You're putting what somebody else is going to think about you first. So love you all. Okay, Angie. Yeah. Angie, can you unmute? Do you want to talk? She's always Bachelor Save capsule pictures.
Hi.
Yes. Hey,
Hi.
tell us
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I will take a day and batch photos, holding product, not holding product. I'll go around my house and, with my capsules and take a bunch of pictures, and I just batch them, put them in a folder so that those mornings that do get busy or you forget, then you always have content there. And then I have another folder. Every time I make my shake in the morning, I save it before I post it. And then I have a folder with all these shake videos so that if I forget, I have a video there, which also doubles as a reel if you need to later too. So yeah, I'm big on working smarter, not harder. So I always like to have folders in my phone so that I can just grab in case life gets in the way, which it does for most of us, right?
Yes. And I love that. That is one thing that I've said forever. Work smarter, not harder. That is actually something I learned as a hairdresser, way back when, deep in my career was, like working smarter, not harder in foiling or in how you book clients and all the things. And so I was like, you know what? Like, that's just become my thing and everything. Like, I've always told my kids that since they were little, like they make things hard on themselves. I'm like, no, work smarter, not harder, do that, so definitely take that and run with that, y'all. Like, how can you, if you only have a few minutes, what can you do with that few minutes? And sometimes too, like we think we only have a few minutes, but do what you can do in that few minutes, and you never know, oh, somebody canceled or my appointment's late, or, oh, I can get 20 more messages in. Like, you just never know, and you can't pre-plan for that. So if you just do it, you'd be surprised how much you can get done in that. Angie, do you have anything else to add? Oh,
No,
there you are.
I just always work from that premise because things get busy, and um if somebody's already developed a graphic, ask if you can use it. Or if somebody has a post, then ask if you can use it or screenshot it and make it your own. And it's the same with the photos, right? Just you don't have to reinvent. It's like we have a duplicatable system. So if somebody, you can draw from somebody else's inspiration and make it your own, you don't stress over having the perfect content all the time, and the perfect picture, and be you.
Well, and that's the key. Use these things on social media and these other thrivers and these videos and all the things that you're hearing and seeing and learning. Use them as inspiration. You don't have to copy them exactly. It's kind of like, when you're decorating your home and you see Southern Living Magazine or you see Pottery Barn or whatever, you're not doing it exactly. You're decorating with your spin. So do that with your business, with your reels, with your pictures, all the things. All right, guys, thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you for sharing. Let's continue to crush this $12 off promo. I know they're going to have more things coming this week, but however, please do not wait for what's tomorrow. What if they don't do anything tomorrow, right? So this $12 off is freaking awesome. Y'all, it's $12 off each item. And yes, the double, triple. We did talk about that a little bit ago, but yes, don't forget about double, triple. Don't forget about the promoter packs. And guys, don't think that your people know. There's so many people that they don't see the email, or it gets lost, or they accidentally got unsubscribed. So please make sure that you are being that personal customer service, sending the personal messages to not only your customers, but your promoters. All right. Good night, everybody. See y'all later. Goodbye. Not good night.